everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how I dyed this wig to match my own hair. Some people may ask, why would you do that though? Well, when I need to bleach my roots, or if I can't be bothered, or I don't have the time to style, like, you know, straighten and curl my hair, I can just throw a wig on. It's easier, okay? But hey, I'm going to show you some pictures from this photo shoot that I did with my friend Simi and our photographer Tony Collins, if you want to give him a follow. But see, I'm wearing a wig! How good does it look? Can you tell? Can you tell it's not my hair? I think it turned out epic. But yeah, if you'd like to see if you'd like to see a bit of the process and what inspired me to even do this, please stay tuned. Hey everyone, if you want to see me create this scene hairstyle, see how I recreate it, please stay tuned and keep watching. I used a really old crusty dusty wig that I revived and gave some love, brought her back from the dead, and this is the finished result. Well, hello there. I've come here to join you today with my little fuzzy ferrets. We've got Klausy, Mr. Klaus, Sir Klaus. And then we have Arnold. He's a big boy. Arnold. Arnold. So, I've been in a bit of, not exactly a hiatus, maybe what you would call a rut. I've been having a lot of troubles with my sinuses. Yesterday was my 30th birthday, and I finally was able to book into a doctor, because all the doctors, I don't know why, they're not taking new patients. So I ended up calling around like 3 or 4 different doctors before I actually, oh bless you, could actually find someone who would take me. But then I've been suffering from this sinus infection for like a good, like, not even joking, 6 months. But I felt so seen and so, relieved when she was to tell me it's probably one of the worst sinus infections she's seen. And then I'm like, okay, I'm valid. I'm not just being a drama queen and saying, man, my freaking face and nose hurts so bad. I always have this like migraine pain up here behind my eyes like all the time. And I thought I was just like, you know, being over dramatic, but like, I'm actually sick. So she gave me some stronger antibiotics than the ones I took before that didn't help. Because I was prescribed some from a different doctor like a couple months ago, and they just didn't really seem to care. So that's why I was like, yeah, obviously I've been to this doctor like 10 times and they're not helping or not doing anything. So time to find someone new. Klaus, where are you going? Where are you going? Where do you think you're climbing to? Oh my gosh. He's gonna go, I'm gonna take him to the bathroom. But yeah, I finally feel like I've found the right doctor, which is good. And I went in there yesterday and they're like, it's your birthday today. And I was like, yep, sure is. I'm a 30-year-old lady. But yeah, we had a really nice dinner, me, Carl, and his parents. We went to this really cool, like, Asian, Malaysian style, Buddhist, vegan cuisine. I got these really yummy, like, coconut butter prawns, like vegan prawns, or vegan shrimp as you'd call them in America. And all sorts of yummy, yummy curries and just delicious things. And then this weekend, the reason I'm filming this video, so I'm going to refresh an old wig that I had, but I want to make it look exactly like my hair. So I love this like blue, I don't know, kind of getting over the purple root moment. I desperately need to refresh my hair, but see, I'm going to do both. So I'm going to refresh my hair But then also I'm gonna give this wig as like a backup plan. I'm gonna dye the wig as well. Just in case, because we're going to see Escape the Fate on Sunday. So I want to have a backup plan in case I'm not happy with my hair, because I went to the hairdresser and just had her cut my bangs, and I don't really like how they turned out. Like, I thought I hated them. See, they're kind of like straight across like that. But when I pull some of these layers from the back, when I pull them forward, it still looks really good. Like, I'm not mad at it. So I don't know. We'll see what we end up with. We'll see if we're happy with the grand result. And I'll take you guys along on the journey to get ready with me. Arnold, do you want to go back to bed? He says, Mom, I'm sleepy. Mom, I'm sleepy. Little baby. You're such a kitty. Okay, so I was actually inspired to make this video because of like a sudden resurgence of like popularity of some of our like, what is it? Second wave, because I can't say OG scene queen or OG emos, because it's like it was like 2011, 2012 emos. So Shannon Meow, she recently did a video of where she revamped one of her old wigs. So she was in a band called My Digital Escape. And recently I've seen a lot of stuff online again about Brian Stars, and then not that they've gone anywhere, so saying like, oh, they're back, Johnny Gilbert's back. He's always been around, you know, creating music and doing that, but I feel like these second wave of like 2010 to 2012 emo kids are, yeah, making their appearance back. Like, they've abandoned social media for a few years, and it's just like, whoa, where'd you guys come from? And I see them posting a lot on social media, but I was recently watching a really super duper cool interview from Finn McKenty, one of my fave like music reviewers. He's so like, he's just on the scene. He's everywhere all the time, and his uploads are so frequent. Like, man, I wish I had myself in check and made, you know, as much cool content as he does. But he recently did an interview with Johnny Gilbert, and it was freaking sick. So I highly recommend you check it out if you were like into that era of emo. Because and then a couple weeks ago he was actually talking to Vic Fuentes from Pierce the Veil, sort of seeing how the music video, like King for a Day with Kellen Quinn from the band Sleeping with Sirens, their collab with Pierce the Veil in that music video came out like 12 years ago. And to see it gain like millions and millions of views out of nowhere on TikTok, like what it was like. But yeah, Finn has this really, I was like a bit of like a wormhole on his channel, like I dove down a wormhole, just like watching his content, and I was like, that's really sick. And just watching him interview Vic Fuentes, I'm like, that's pretty cool. But Vic Fuentes is like, oh, I even saw Lizzo do a TikTok to my song King for a Day, and I'm like, that's awesome. But yeah, highly recommend his channel. You should go check it out. You should watch both of those interviews. Sorry, got on a bit of a tangent, but Shannon from My Digital Escape, she did a really awesome video where she took one of her old wigs, so similar to this, and she actually revamped it, because she used to be known for that like green and black half and half split dye hair. So she was like, oh, I'm gonna create my old scene hair and give me some love, tell me what you think. And I was like, this is the coolest video. I'm literally gonna like at TikTok at her video because it was so freaking good. So that's what's inspired me to make this. So I've got my hair obviously, but like on days when I just can't like be bothered, you know, I've got a shit ton of regrowth I need to like bleach, or like, you know, like I'm not happy with how the hairdresser hacked at my bangs, you know, not feeling super confident. I just want those easy days where I've got a wig it looks like my hair, and I'm like, you know, low maintenance, low effort, whatever. But yeah, what I might do, just like quickly, very like DIY, put my hair up in like a low pony, just so we can see, because it's been years since I've tried this wig on. I used to use it for a lot of my Gyaru videos, but see, at one point I had my hair this like silver and gray sort of color. That's why I had the wig made, to match my actual hair when I had my hair this color. So like, it looked like my hair. I don't know. Do people do that, or am I just a weirdo? Because usually people are like, oh, I don't want to dye my hair this color, so that's why I get a wig. But I was the opposite. I was like, oh, this is the color of my hair, and that's why I want it. But see, now I'm kind of like, ooh, she's giving. Like, I like this like silver moment, and kind of like low-key, like, why have I not worn this hair? Should I dye it blue? Should I keep it silver? Oh my gosh, I'm at a standstill now. I don't know what I should do. But yeah, I definitely want to give her a haircut, because these top layers are just a bit too long for how I do my like scene hair teased up now. Like, I want to like maybe get that to like here at least, so I can get some nice volume and tease it back. You know, you can see the vision. Sure, I'll lose a bit of length, but these shorter layers looks like I've already cut them because they're kind of to here, and then the longer bits underneath, you know. I feel like I'm gonna, because it's such an old wig, so it's thinned out a lot. So I feel like I'm gonna need to add some of the extensions, which I already have, into the bottom. Which is also one of the reasons, because I feel like my color blue doesn't actually match the hair extensions that I have, which is really weird. So see if I can show you. I have a few different shades of blue for this particular reason. Like, I have some that are a bit more, I used to have a blue set of hair extensions, one set that I kept curly, one set that I kept straight, just so I could like switch it up. But like, I guess in retrospect it kind of matches my hair, and when I refresh my hair tonight I feel like it probably will blend in-ish. I'm just being picky, but I always am, hey. So I'd say these are probably the closest that I have that actually like match my hair. I literally have a box of hair extensions. So there's like ponytail extensions that I use for work. But like, I just recently refreshed them, even though they've got streaks in there. I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like they don't match my hair. But I'm a crazy person. And see, this blue, this big weft, I've just recently refreshed. And I feel like it's definitely darker than my hair. My hair looks like it's in between a gray and a, I don't know what. I don't know. But yeah, I've got heaps of extensions, and I feel like they're all a darker blue to my hair. So maybe I just need to wash my extensions a few times. You know, when you straighten them, put heat on them, that makes the color, I guess it sort of pulls the color out of them anyways when you put heat on your extensions. But yeah, literally I have a whole basket of hair. So much hair. Like hair, 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 hair. And I feel like it's all too dark for me. Like, these are kind of in between. Like, they're a little bit gray, a little bit blue. I feel like they could work with like my hair color. But again, I'm so picky. Yeah, hopefully I'm able to create something with both my hair and like my wig, and then I'll come back probably tomorrow because I want to do my hair and makeup and everything, so I'll do a bit of like a reveal moment. So until then, catch you later. Rawr. Hello, hey, so here I'm getting ready to dye my wig. I've got my bowls here. I've got a purple bowl, a blue bowl. They actually came in a set from Arctic Fox, all the rainbow. So I've got this purple color here called Violet Night, which I'm going to use on the roots of my wig. And then this blue shade, which I'm going to dilute with hair conditioner to make it more pastel. But this is from the brand Dare, and it's called Peacock Braid. And then I've got my little hair dye brushes here, I've got two hair dye brushes here, one for each color, so one for my purple, one for my blue, just to keep it separate. So I'm starting by putting the hair conditioner in the bowl first, and then I will add slowly drops of the hair color, and I'll stir it in and make sure that I'm happy with the color that I get. And then if I want it to be a little bit darker, then that's when I'll just add another drop or two of hair color just to, you know, make sure I'm happy with the color. So yeah, that's what we're going to do here. So we've got Violet Night, which is our purple shade, and I'm adding that into this blue to make it a bit darker. And then we've got our lighter blue up at the top in that purple bowl. But yeah, the reason I mixed this purple into the blue is because I like a more cool tone, like bluey purple sort of vibes. Because sometimes when I just do purple on its own, it's like too purple. So I make it more of a blue purple. Do you get my drift? And then mix them all up. And yeah, we're ready to go. Dye your wig. So this darker shade is going to go on the roots of the wig, and then the lighter blue shade is going to go onto the ends of the wig. Now let's get to dyeing. Come on now. Oh, yeah, I wasn't happy with how much I mixed up that one, so we'll give her another mix. Okay, and here we are. So, just like I said, the darker color onto my roots. I kind of have my hair in sections, so like, I'll always do the front of my hair like this first. I'll do my bangs, and then I'll do the part of my hair that kind of like goes back, like so like behind my bangs. And then what I'll do after that, I will do the nape of my neck and like the roots that are like growing like up, so like the back of my neck, the sides of my head. And then what I'll do, later on, I was gonna say I'll grab sectioning quips, but it looks like today I just raw dog it, like, you know, whatever, come on. So it looks like I've done a part down the middle. Usually I will grab sectioning clips, but hey, if I'm in a rush, YOLO. You can see here I'm doing the back of my neck. I've already put some like in the middle of my part. And looks like I'm done. I did that all super quick. It's pretty self-explanatory. It'd be pretty boring if I filmed the whole thing at like super duper slow speed. But see, now that I've done the front of my hair and the back of my hair, I'm gonna do the roots that are like in the middle of all that. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just brushing color onto the hair that's like in the middle. And it looks like now I'm doing the lighter blue on the ends of my hair, since I've already done that darker shade. Yeah. And you want to be sure like to kind of use your fingertips to like pull the color through all of your hair, just to make sure your hair doesn't clump together, because if that happens, there might be a spot that you miss, and that spot might not actually turn out blue. It might turn out more green, or whatever color your hair is underneath the blue. If you miss a spot, that color is not going to have hair dye on it, obviously. Sorry, I know that's common sense, but I feel like this whole video is a little bit of common sense, so I don't know if people who watch hair dye videos, like, are, like, starting, like, with what kind of, like, knowledge you have, like, the bare minimum, or if you're, like, a mix, like, you kind of know a little bit about hair dye. So I want to create this video for all levels of hair experts, whether you're just starting out or if you know, you know. So yeah. So now I'm working on the sides of the hair, brushing that light blue color through my ends, and then I'll probably do the other side, same thing. Yeah. Yep, I was right. I'm moving on to the other side now. It's like I'm a psychic medium or something. I can predict the future. Coming at you from the future, as I've obviously already filmed this video. But yeah, if you don't know, I dyed my hair for completely no reason because I didn't even end up wearing my hair, like, down for the concert. I ended up wearing the wig, of course. I like the wig better than my hair. Wigs are just better than normal hair. That's why. They're easier to style. Okay, you see, got this little leftover bit up on top, so we're just gonna add that light blue color into the ends of my, like, turkey tail, or, like, fucking whatever you want to call it. I don't know. But yeah. Spoiler alert, I end up wearing the wig because I like the wig better than my hair, okay? That's why. But yeah, when I color my wig, what I do, same exact colors, but I lay a bunch of aluminum foil out on my kitchen table, and I actually will, like, same thing, section by section. I start with the darkest color first on the roots. Oh, looks like I'm going to show you here. See what I've done? I feel like I didn't do as much purple. I don't know if it was because maybe I ran out of purple because I used too much on my hair. Stupid. And I didn't have time to go out and buy new hair dye because the concert is literally tomorrow and I have to dry this stupid thing and style it and tease it and everything. Okay. So yeah. Right now I'm just rinsing it with cold water. You don't want to use hot water or that's going to melt out all of the hair color that you just put in there. If you have colorful hair, you know you want to wash your hair in cold water. Otherwise, if it's hot water, you're just going to strip the color out of your hair and you're going to need to dye it again in like 2 days because it's going to wreck your hair, ruin your hair. But yeah, I'll see you in a minute. Turned out super cute. I can't wait to see what it looks like when it's all dry. See the layers? I did this side really good. I love how these like little pieces like frame the face. I could probably cut in to this a little bit more, but then see these layers on top, they're much shorter than what they were. But then I didn't cut anything on like the bottom half of the wig. So pretty much everything above the ears or everything under the ears I didn't touch. I just sort of did like, see, there's a little layer here. So like that. I did probably 1 layer, 2 layer, and then just did some like face framing pieces. You can watch my Get Ready With Me, how I style My Chemical Romance wig, if you want to see how I cut the layers. Because it was pretty much the same exact thing. I made a big hairy mess on my floor that I had to vacuum up. Having a handheld vacuum is so handy, by the way. Like $20 from Kmart or whatever. So good. But then, here's the reveal for my actual hair. I find the best way is to like hang this on like a, if you have like a selfie tripod or a camera tripod or something, and then put a towel underneath it on the floor so it doesn't stain your floor, because it will drip blue. Or like my husband, his hair's red, it drips red. So yeah, I need to get a towel just to put down to keep everything safe. But then I still need to blow dry my hair. But I think this color is going to match my extensions a heck of a lot better. So still got some of the purple in it because, like, you know, can't get that out. I just put a dark blue over top of the purple. Yeah. We'll dry my hair and BRB. Oh my goodness, I actually love how my hair turned out. The color looks so good. And I feel like it's really gonna match to my extensions too. Maybe it's not gray enough now, because see, these were the super gray ones. These are longer ones that usually go underneath, so some pieces are gray, some pieces are blue. So like that. But then, see all these, the curly ones that I had? They're a little bit like a different color, like they're like a brighter blue. They look nice. Nice. Those almost match. But yeah, these long ones in the bottom, they'll look really nice. I could even stick them in the bottom of the wig as well. But yeah, like, yeah, perfect. This is that big, huge piece of hair that I had. It's gonna look so good. I've got to go to bed soon just because I have work in the morning, but yes, it's a perfect blue. So beautiful. Yay. But yeah, if I can be bothered, I'll get up in the morning, straighten my hair, or I don't know, curl my hair, whatever I'm in the mood for, and put my extensions in and see what looks good. Nice. Otherwise, if I don't have the energy, tomorrow's Thursday, so I'll do Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday I've got the day off. So in 2 days, I'll definitely come back and show you something cute. Nice. So I was like today years old when I learned that I had a wolf cut. When I went to get my bangs cut at the hairdresser, one of the girls at the counter, she was like, oh, I love your wolf cut. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, my hair just grows this way, like the short layers on the top and like shorter layers in the front because of breakage. Those are the parts that I tease. I don't do anything to this, like, again, this layer like below my ears. That is just the long mully part. And then everything on top of the mullet is just like short broken layers, except, like, you know, I have bangs. But that's the only part I cut is my bangs. They were just getting too long because they were like this long. They were as long as these side pieces and they hung in my eyes, so I'd have to like sort of part it to the side, but I can still part it on the side. Just get rid of some of that hair. I did my bangs with a round brush, that's why they're so like floofy. I blow wave them with the round brush, so they're like a little bit curly. When I straighten my bangs too, that's what I'll do. I'll give them that bump so it like they're not like perfectly flat. Cute. Wow. It's late here. It's like 11 p.m. I started this journey at like, what, 7 p.m., so 4 hours later to do my hair, my wig, and then it took me maybe like 30-45 minutes to put the red in Carl's hair to freshen it up. So everybody has new hair today. But yeah, I'm gonna get my ferrets some food and put them to bed. But yeah, that's me signing off. Oh, and yeah, I haven't painted my nails because, like, if I did, they would be stained blue. So, like, I'm gonna paint my nails tomorrow, hopefully to match my hair. I want to do a blue and purple ombre with zebra stripes. But yeah, good night. So I'm getting ready to go to the Escape the Fate show. So I've done my nails, everything purple and blue to match. I just want to show you my wig here. So she hasn't been straightened or anything as of yet, but she's had 2 days to sit and dry. Scene hair moment. But she's still real floofy, so we need to straighten her ASAP. I'm gonna start with the underneath of the wig, so like the back of my neck. So we've sprayed some heat protectant in there. And I'm gonna quickly brush through the ends. I've got my straightener set at 160. So I'm just straightening the hair at the nape of the neck. Okay. So when I straighten wigs, I sort of start like the outside edges. So I'll do the back, the sides, the parts that get sweaty because it touches my neck or my face. And then the bangs. And then what I'll do, I'll tease everything that's sort of like in the middle. But yeah, I find it easier to do when I'm holding on to it, just because, I don't know why, it's just easier. Okay. And then I'm gonna put on this little like grippy thing. I'm not gonna bother wearing a wig cap because I know my hair's I'm gonna get sweaty. So this is just gonna help everything be held on. Just gonna sort out this little piece of my bangs. And over here. Doing the top layers. Okay. Okay, I'm making sure I pull all these pieces to the front, make sure I didn't miss any parts. Go through the ends again really quick. Yeah, I'm just gonna quickly go to the bathroom and use a hand mirror to look at the back of my hair to make sure I didn't miss any pieces. I'll be back. Okay, and then these layers, you want them to go back. So straighten all of them back. And then on the sides, I sort of will give it like a flick under, like that. And then we're gonna add in our extensions really quick. these little like side pieces. Just to give us a bit more length and layers at the front. And then maybe we'll tease. There we go. Right at the root. Ugh. See, it's so effortless when you've got layers like this. Cute. Okay. Here's some longer, like blue pieces. And I'm clipping them like underneath the wig. And we've got some coontails. I'm gonna clip in here. Got some more black pieces. Need some more longer black pieces. These ones are double. Just gonna put them underneath everything. Or kind of maybe not underneath, I'll put them in the middle. And then I need to grab hairspray. And we're finished. Yeah. I'm gonna add my super duper cute ears that I made to finish off the look. Cute. And this is the finished result.